Diepsloot, just north of Johannesburg, is littered with plastic and other rubbish. But a local NGO and community members are making the very best out of a bad situation. They are creating eco-bricks with waste and using those bricks to build classrooms. Diana Mosara from Kensani's collection tells us more about this innovation. So Diana, what are eco-bricks and what do they have to do with the amount of rubble and waste that is generated in a community such as Diepsloot?
So an eco-brick is really a brick that is made out of plastic bottles. So it's a 2-liter bottle that you fill in with any of the plastic that you don't recycle. So the idea of eco-brick actually came from the fact that we had run out of space in our classroom. We had 40 kids and who were attending classes in one classroom, and the numbers were increasing. So outside our school, there's quite a lot of litter that is out there. We then researched about the eco-brick and decided that maybe we should consider building an extra classroom made out of eco-brick. So that's how the idea started.
And this has been seen through to completion, this classroom built from eco-bricks using the elements that you mentioned, such as the empty, soft drink plastic bottles.
Yes, so in 2020, we built our first eco-brick class. It was a 42 square meter classroom, which can sit about 20 kids. So basically, everything that we wanted to use for building was in the environment. It took us about 3 months to build. We repurposed about 14 tons, of plastic that we made into eco-bricks. So in that on its own, 8.3 tons of carbon emission was avoided in our environment. The whole issue around eco-bricks, it's really twofold. One is the issue around global warming. And we all know that plastic is a big contributor when we are talking about global warming. So every time that we do repurpose plastic, we are avoiding carbon in our environment. So at this moment now, we are looking at our new building that we are actually building at the moment, which is at foundation level. The building is going to be about 168 square meters. We are going to need about 60,000 eco-bricks instead of using the 40,000 your normal bricks that we normally use. That will actually result in us repurposing and avoiding 68 tons of carbon emission in our environment. It will consist of 3 classrooms, a library, and a soup kitchen that we are going to be using in the community to feed our kids.
All right, lastly then, Diana, it sounds to me, the fact that you're moving on to build another project, it sounds to me like this is something that can be scalable and it's something that can be taken to other communities as well. Is that the direction in which you are looking? Definitely.
Kensani's collection is our first beneficiary as far as the first building and the second building that we are making. As Earthly Touch Foundation, what we are now doing is calling upon any other organization that has got a need for shelters. And what we are planning on now doing is to go to places like Soweto, where we can identify and train the community, first of all, in terms of how can we get rid of the litter which is in our environment, and train them that this litter is actually a shelter, a school, a clinic for our community. We must not wait for service delivery to say we don't have. We can do it ourselves. So we want to train the community in terms of how to make eco-bricks and train them as well in terms of how to construct using eco-bricks. And the benefit, we have all seen what has happened in KZN with all the floods, which is contributed by the global warming. And we are really calling upon communities to join us as we go around educating them about this concept.
Wow, Diana, I've got to thank you for your time. I mean, it is a commendable initiative, knowing the kind of contribution of plastic to the environmental situations that we face. Any work towards trying to alleviate that is actually commendable. That's Diana Mosara there from Kensani's collection talking to us about an initiative that they're running in Diepsloot to use what they're calling eco-bricks. You can read all about it on groundup.co.org.za. That's where part of the reporting initiated from. Diana there telling us a bit more about it. All right, let's